Hey guys, rxlyaT or Taylor here, and today we're back with another Division video. And today we're going to be talking about one of my wishes for the Division 2, and that is the Dark Zone. Now that is, of course, if the Division 2 has a Dark Zone. At the moment, we know absolutely nothing about this sequel. This video is purely just one of my wishes if we were to get another Dark Zone or something very similar to the Dark Zone. So yeah, with that being said and getting that first bit out of the way, let's dive straight into it. There's a time when the Division game didn't exist and we spent our time playing games that we might not play anymore. Well, that's the case for me anyway. Before the Division game, I was a big fan of survival games, and the main one being DayZ mod. And by being a fan of this genre of games, this is why I think I was so drawn to the Division game, and especially the first trailer or gameplay that we saw from E3. It almost ticked every box for me. Now, your main aim in an open world survival game is to gear up, make your character better, and be able to survive a lot longer. And that's what I thought the Dark Zone was going to bring to us in the Division. And that's what I'd like in the Division 2 if we do get a Dark Zone. And there's currently a game that does this very, very well. And recently I've been playing this game a lot more, and every time I load it up, I always say to myself, damn, I wish this is what the Dark Zone was like. And that game is none other than Escape from Tarkov. So in this game, like many other survival games, you get geared. The better gear you have, the easier it is to survive. So the way Escape from Tarkov does it is you're given a number of raids. You can go into these raids, gear up, and then extract. You could go in and find a really nice M4 that is super rare. You could manage to extract it, and then next time you want to do one of these raids, you could choose to take that M4 in, or go in with a cheapy pistol and try and do the same thing again. But the catch is here, if you manage to get out that M4, the really high-end one that's going to deal a lot of damage and make it a lot easier to survive and take down other players within the raid, but you're also risking it as well. If you die, you're going to lose everything you took into that raid with you. Hopefully that gets the point across of what Escape from Tarkov is and what I'd like in the Dark Zone. Let's try and make it a little bit easier to understand for Division players though. Right, so think of it like this. Let's say there's a gear set similar to Predmark. It's very powerful and it's pretty easy to take down other players that aren't using it. But if you choose to take that into the Dark Zone, give yourself an advantage with it, then you're also risking it as well. If you die, you lose it and somebody might be able to pick up a few bits from it. With the harshness of that scenario, you'd also have to balance the Dark Zone out and make it equally as rewarding, I'd feel. So with that being said, I think you'd have to have some either exclusive endgame gear or at least some of the endgame gear based within a Dark Zone situation. Or at least have it almost easier to obtain than the PvE world, where your risk of losing stuff is very slim, if not non-existent. It would definitely bring a big high risk, high reward situation to the Dark Zone, and I kind of feel that's what is lacking in the current Dark Zone. I remember when gear sets were first introduced, I was messing around in the Dark Zone, trying to look for some new pieces of gear to try out, and I actually came across a Nomad chest. Now I was playing solo at this point and the NPCs were very hard hitters. I had to go to an extraction point, deal with NPCs as well as other players possibly hunting me down, and extract that piece of gear that was very hard to obtain at that point. It was one of the most adrenaline pumping situations I had been in within the Division, and it's something I gotta be honest, I haven't had since. I guess you could say what I want from the Division is that feeling again. The adrenaline pumping, the constant feeling of an NPC or another player just around the corner ready to take you down. And that feeling I'm trying to describe is exactly what Escape from Tarkov gives me. It's also what DayZ mod gave me a long time ago, and I think the Division could easily pull it off and give me that feeling that I'm craving. But guys, if you like that idea or you have any other ideas, then please let me know in the comments below. I try to read and reply to all of them. But if you enjoyed that video, then let me know either by leaving a comment or by clicking that like button. Guys, if you're new around here and want to stay up to date with all of the things the Division and the Division 2, then please make sure to subscribe. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.